Jug, Slark, Light Stealer, Lone Druid, he's very excited. But we'll just like that one, Pax. I'm very excited to see what the hell he's going to do.
You're
with
always
it.
excited.
So, and
you're always down for some dope.
Absolutely, and and I can say the same thing for Mr. Hestejo here. I'm sure he's a very flexible kind of a player, but we saw him in the previous game on his Starladder. Fantastic initiation play, fantastic way of jumping in and out of fights. You don't do that with Darkseer though. You're the one and done, like we were saying about the Tidehunter, kind of a hero. Outside of maybe the early phase where you're getting ion shells and being aggressive in that sense, but when it comes down to the big fights later on, he better hope that he can hit clutch setups and. Very different than what we were seeing in his Starladder play. I'm going to be excited about this.
Yeah, he's got a lot of early game work to do too. I feel like getting that mechanism up, trying to join these fights and get as many ion shells out as he can.
Oh god, here we go. Already it begins here. Level 1 fight going to be breaking out right now as Noya does charge forward, bumps back for FNG. The Spirit Siphon damage on Rise, but look at Ace, he's got all that damage for G. No Fear's actually going to get the first blood, finishing off the Bane first. But Ace is going to be happy to take down the mid laner and get a follow-up here for FNG. Ace will not get the last hit on that. Noya gets the double kill, and they're not done there yet. Look at this, Virtus Pro, oh, Fairy Fire, keep Penguin alive, but the Orb of Venom on No Fear will help slow him down and help get the finish. Already 4 kills. 2 split apiece. I don't know, when dust settles, who really walks away from that? Is it Virtus Pro with their first blood +1, or is it Danish Bears getting the takedown on G and getting Ace involved with a couple of them?
I don't know. It's all about the intimidation factor, right?
Yeah, right.
But we lose both mids, and when both are 0-1 and 1. All the same. All that really matters is Hestejo get up here in time, gets a ward down, wasn't spotted out there by FNG. He's got 2 sentries, so highly unlikely he keeps the ward. Yeah.
You didn't even get to finish talking about it before the sadness really kicks in there. That's FNG though. This guy is not going to allow you to get anything easy. Mid lane, roll forward from No Fear. I mean, this is what we were expecting, Monpax. Bane, where are you? You're supposed to be here helping this guy. He shows up now. He's hoping to get some last hits in, but already No Fear is at level 2 with a Boulder Smash, who shuts him down. I don't know. Not looking so good already at the Danish Bear start in the mid lane.
No, this is like when your Lich has like Chain Frost or something, right? Or rather the Ice Blast early on.
Yeah.
He doesn't have his sacrifice to help your lane, or Bane have to go for that.
Why are you here? You're no good now.
No, you're nothing here. What are you even doing here? Where's your nightmare?
Well, we'll have to see.
Or something.
They do still, maybe Invoker over time will get the levels, and they have that sleep, Sunstrike, factor going for them. Plus, the Spirit Breaker maybe could suddenly show up with an Ion Shell, and they will be able to turn things around that way. But as it stands right now, the momentum is going to be going for Virtus Pro, and it is pressure on Danish Bears if they want to shift that at all. It looks like Yoku is going to be doing the classic Iron Talon Night Stalker jungle work that he should really be ashamed of, but you gotta do what you gotta do to be able to get up that early bit of farm, and be a presence in that 4-minute nighttime.
This is both Moon Meander approved and disapproved at the same time.
Exactly.
Up top, FNG though, just the little plays, making everything half 9 to pull side. Now he's gonna here, he's gonna do the ring over, pull.
Yeah.
Standard support plays.
This is just religious. Like, it's just like, yeah, you just go through the motions and you naturally do it every freaking
and then
game.
He misses.
And then we jinx him, that's what happens. And now he's got a double stack and he's got makeup for it. He's going to run to him, watch him die now. God, that would be it'd be hilarious because of the caster curse fact, but not hilarious because it's FNG. As he moves in, he's still, though, holding and nursing that second point. I imagine a glimpse is going to be coming together, but it's even hard when you have level 1 glimpse if you want to get the gank. It's really, when you get that extra bit of range, and I don't know, you have to hope for a root. You have to hope for roots at this point, so the kill factor is not there.
We're getting Noya back up top. Immediate charge.
Okay. The Bear's pretty low. There's a kinetic field. FNG will look to keep him back, and it's going to be good enough for him, but no, now Noya wants to move in. Can he get some RNG?
Give him the bash,
he got it! Give me another one! He won't even need it. You're dead. There it is, the Ion Shell damage. Backpack of the Spirit Breaker. Here we go. There's a charge. They want a low on dance. Double Ion Shell. This guy's dead for sure. Nicely done. Hestejo will pick that one up. And Danish Bears, mid lane, isn't looking so good after the scrappy rumble at the very start of the game. but they're able to get some big recovery. That's their farming lone druid who's going to be brought down a notch, and then suddenly your Midas quota becomes a bit later. Very nice early movement by them.
Yeah, this is fantastic. I mean, lone druid was just like the bane of support's existence past quite a while. Like, he basically came back into the meta because of that Savage Roar, right? And you tend to gank him, essentially, because he would just roar away so many units that you need like one creep going in at a time to make sure you get some consecutive stuns. Well, we'll just charge at him. There's a sleep for you right there, right?
Yeah, and then you charge in, and if, let's say you get Savage Roar, well, you got a Surge right there to kind of get the follow-up mini charge. So it's a nice little synergy between the two of them, and it makes it very difficult for the lone druid to get just get off my back. He can't. It's just too much trouble. But for now, they'll have
they
to
had
just
vision
kind
and
of
no fear right there. Rise might come up. They're gonna try and set up something.
He's moving
Just
in.
slick roll away.
Okay, he can block him though. And now if they swarm him, he'll have nowhere to roll out. You can't even dream of a roll. He's dead for sure. But look at this G, the Spirit Siphon just sucks up and takes out that pesky little penguin invoker. And now Noya is in trouble. Yoku steps in, and they're going to be able to get the follow-up here. Two-man takedown from Virtus Pro. Wild Batman comes out from the dark, and he didn't realize it's nighttime, and he's already on the prowl.
Yeah, great rotation from Yoku. Just levels from the jungle, Sanity to active at level 4, and G down the bottom. I mean, the Earth Spirit's busy in the mid lane, so he's like, you know what, I could use a bit of experience.
Yeah.
Adds himself down there. We all know about Disruptor being a little bit here, right?
Oh, for sure.
Lions and everything like that, so this should help him out.
He's one of those heroes that's just like, his skills are just amazing. I mean, you don't even really need, you need items, and items will make him better, but if you just get levels, you're set for sure. But, stun back, and now
Ancients
the Ancients are just beating the shit out of poor FNG here. And, well, not even No Fear's Boulder Smash would be enough to save him. He goes down, tries to roll, puts to sleep. Very nicely done. And now H shows up, starts sapping away the damage. They get both of them here now. With Eye of the Storm out, they're going to be bringing a whipping, and G goes down. Beautiful play from Danish Bears.
Are these the Ancients that the game's actually talking about?
Yeah, that's...
Get out!
Man, FNG just got... You got like, like the movies when you accidentally shove the kid into the big bully and then the bully turns around and he gets all pissed at you? That's exactly what happened right there. FNG just got bumped into some nasty, grumpy Ancients, and they were not happy about it. And Danish Bears were able to just capitalize on that situation. A frantic Virtus Pro tried to shift over, but maybe they didn't analyze the situation enough. They were outnumbered, and with already all that damage coming into Ace, he was too much trouble. But here's back in mid lane. Yeah, they are fighting under the tower. There's a charge coming in, and No Fear wants nothing to do with it. Rolls away, and Tier 1 will belong to the Bears.
Oh, they did see this Invis rune get picked up by Yoku too, so shouldn't be too much they can set up. Oh, the body blocks. This is the way to do it against unstable current.
Yeah, he's like, he knew it for sure already, but he's like, why am I so slow all of a sudden? Now, not going to be able to make it away. The 3-on-1, the roll forward, the Spirit Siphon, all too much power, and Ace will go down. And, a takedown of Aloha Dance. I actually didn't catch that, but it looks like a Sunstrike setup in the top lane is going to be enough to take out the Lone Druid. Good response from the Danish Bears. Exorcism, of course, makes it all the easier. No Fear is trying to get to that Magnetize, trying to get that level 6. Could be coming a bit late. 2 more minutes, he will have the Tome to work with. And between him and FNG is actually much closer to level 6, so it might be him picking it up. And Danish Bears, on that note, will get Hestejo the tower, and he will get that much closer to a mech. It looks like his buckler will be done. And I don't know, at that point, is that what Danish Bears are going to be waiting for? You get the mech online and... begin to put it to some use?
Well, it's certainly going to be pretty handy. That we're going to have, but it's kind of a unique situation because both of our towers have gone down at the same time. and we have roamers. Both teams, like one side we've got the Spirit Spirit who's roaming around with the Night Stalker. They want to get some kills, so they're certainly looking to invade the jungle. And likewise, we have this maybe slightly more aggressive Darkseer, Earth Spirit, or rather, yeah, Spirit Breaker, and then our Banes. So both teams are going to be like, where do we farm right now? Like, can I be my jungle? Be in the mid lane, and there's going to be some really nice angles for that Dire side jungle if they want to set up from there. But
yeah,
that's a nice spot out here. They try to smoke play this ward. Yo, I mean, everyone smokes here. Looks like they're going to spot out one from Danish Bears if they do go for it.
yeah, they're sitting there, and kind of what's he gonna do there with that smoke in his pocket? Well, not looking to use it just yet. They actually conveniently do take it away from the vision. But the Verse Pro have to be aware that, you know, they're off the map for a good period of time, that something is going to be up. He begins to fall back under the tower at this moment.
It's a deep dive.
Yeah, Yoku is close, but they're going to go in for it here, it looks like. Charge out on for G. There's going to be the hit, the Sunstrike, and he goes down. There's not going to be a response from Verse Pro, at least not defensively. Meanwhile, mid lane, Rise, I mean, maybe he canceled the TP or something. He had to sleep onto the No Fear Earth Spirit, so not even a chance of responding. And Danish Bears will follow up with a +1 on the tower.
Alright, fantastic. This is exactly what you want from this breaker, right? Well, what more can you ask for? Pull onto a Death Prop and into an immediate tower right next to Roshan.
That's the dream right now. And they keep this momentum going. I mean, they have low cooldowns to work with. I mean, Phoenix Grip's not online yet, but Sunstrike will be up at a moment's notice. And between that and sleep and a charge, there's plenty of kill potential here on the Danish Bears. And FNG will finally be able to get his arcane boots. There they are.
They are just like so much faster than the Radiant side. Like, when is that? Aloha Dance just factor by the time they've lost almost all their towers.
Yeah, he's got the Midas, but yeah, he's not going to be a part of this fight, and they'll recognize on the side of Danish Bears, they always have these numbers. Looks back into a Stack Storm. The charge already went out though, but the Magnetize now going to be committed for this one. Spirit Siphon will help finish it up, and she will take that kill. And Ace still wants to kind of move in and make a fight happen, but he is actually going to be focus fired thereafter. And Yoku suddenly on a killing spree, and Danish Bears will withdraw. Not the fight they were hoping for at that point. Just after taking that tier 1, lingering around a bit too long, I suppose. Eventually, Verse Pro make their shift over and pop those ultis.
Yeah, lingering, and then again, it's like travels first. Definitely needs that Bruiser, his Earth Spirit, to tank these things up here. And again, coming in mid, this ward, oh, the value. They're near the smoke. They should know it's coming. Yeah, I'm sure they knew the bomb was coming. We're just like, alright, there's no way a rotation can come in time, and someone has to farm this tower. I don't want to give up for you anyway, but
they see the smoke. Not too sure. I mean, yeah, it happened right there, but the vision was so thin.
Yeah, I couldn't actually
animation, yeah. Okay, but FNG, he gets spotted out. Fortunate position for him as the smoke does roll through, and they will lead to just a support kind of taking the gank for the rest of the Verse Pro squad. So as they kind of roll through this top lane here, hoping for maybe a dive on Aloha Dance, the rest of Verse Pro are going to be quickly responding in the bottom lane. That will be without an exorcism though. Top lane, Sleep, Sunstrike will hit, charge on in, will body bump Aloha Dance back a bit more, and Rise will be there to slap him down one extra time. And now they're going to follow it up with a tier 2, but as mentioned previous, Verse Pro are also making their own move for their own tier 2 here in the bottom lane. How is the momentum going in this game, really, and who do you think it's favoring at the moment? Is it Danish Bears, who still have quite the build-up to go for?
Oh, as long as they don't lose Ace.
Yeah, they might lose Ace, though. Who's a travel, nice to have, but he gets the mech heal. I don't think it's going to be enough. Heston Joe tries to assist, but now the rest of the Bears are going to be rolling in. This Magnetize continues to be refreshed here from No Fear. He has all the stones committed for it now. And G, going to be Fiend stripped here, but you're right, the sustain power between the urn, between the mech, the Danish Bears continue to stay alive and keep on fighting. And it's going to be Rise who takes another kill for himself, making it a killing spree. Momentum of these two teams continue this clash, and I don't know, when the dust settles, who do we really favor in this one? It all led in with that takedown of Aloha Dance in the top lane, so it kind of leaves you thinking the Danish Bears are just really in better fighting shape and getting the most of what they can.
Yeah, I'd say so. VP, you can kind of tell by their movements, like, he knows the smoke's coming, so he goes for this like ward play. So he spots out the smoke and tries to TP home. Doesn't get out there in time. See a little play, but then still knowing that aggression's coming, Aloha Dance is up there farming because he kind of has no choice. He has to hit creep somewhere, right? Has to get into that radiance, and they just continue to pressure down in the bottom lane. They know they can't fight that a VP. They'd rather try these like extra plays on the towers. Now with it back up, they can fight as 4 in this sort of a situation, it seems. Maybe trying to get Aloha Dance a little bit closer.
And this is a great environment for them. They want choke point fighting where something like Static Storm would work out. Like that Static Storm right there, where they're going to catch on Ace, stun silence, and kill him. They get an Urn set up for the Darkseer because if they can get a follow-up kill, they'll even glimpse him back or into their open arms. And that is going to be a very nice smoke, a very nice play from Virtus Pro. Leads to a 2-man takedown, leads to a and 1 on the tower. Really couldn't ask for anything more out of your smoke play.
No, that's just right. You know, if they're TPing in to defend this tower, how that fight's going to go versus something like set here. It's just well done in terms of how they want to set up environments for team fights. Try and keep their team ahead. Try and reverse a little bit of that momentum that was sliding Danish Bears forward. Say they've kind of much successfully done it. The Spirit Breaker and Darkseer are not feeling nearly as potent as they once were. I wouldn't be quite as scared now if I'm like Aloha Dance. I'm closer and closer to my Relic. Back up here from Yoku. Gonna have to worry about the smoke plays, and oh my god, they're just going another one right now.
Yeah, no ward this time. Yeah, so they'll be fine, but you're right. It feels like, okay guys, back to the smoke play. Let's just see if it works out this time. Last time they got FNG, but that is just not enough to appease the appetite of where the Bears need to be right now. They're actually just running parallel to Aloha Dance, and they just missed them like 2 ships in the night. Aloha Dance is just going to continue his farming pattern up to the top lane without even knowing that Danish Bears have been waiting in the neighborhood. And they continue to wait and hope that someone shows up. Ace will just put himself in the mid lane. Rotation is going to become a penguin check, and they decide to kind of put the pedal to the metal as far as the push goes.
Yeah, Hester Joe's is like pinging Penguin in the jungle, like, yo, get over here. He's like drawing lines on the map.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Guys, I'm trying to find some items here.
Then they'll get it, but, you know, Virtus Pro are aware of they want to take a fight, and they want to be the ones to dictate the pace of this game. Well, we don't have Static Storm right now, sir. We'll wait a bit, but you know, now they have cooldowns good to go. But
they need more vision, I think, for Radiant. Like, they're getting a gem right now would be fantastic, and this is the kind of play, right? Eliminate G. There's no towers. Look how far away the reinforcements are.
He tries to get the silence off. Nice quick Urn, or not Urn, Yule will stop the Spirit Charge, and now Ace could be focused up. They get a good sweep. Stackman's going to be dropped. They're going to be able to burst down G, but here comes No Fear. Set up with a Magnetize spell. It's going to be split between the 4, and he's got some stones to drop here. They will be able to burst down No Fear, but can the Magnetize finish off Ace? They give him an Urn, but it's not going to be good enough. And she fishes him off with the Thunder Strike. Penguin, though, with a killing spree as he gets the follow-up kill onto Yoku. FNG is going to be able to make it away in the back of a TP, and it leads to a 3-for-1 trade. One favorable for the Danish Bears. They take the fight when they want now, and it works out pretty damn nice. They hunt for G. The response comes from VP, but you know, it's a bit out of the position they'd like to be in.
Yeah, a little bit deep there from G, with no chance of anyone being there to help them out. Perhaps thinking they might be anything or something like that, and oh, they're actually going to grab a gem of their own here on the Dire side, knowing that they need to eliminate that vision if they want any hope of front. Right, makes total sense. Just getting the Relic now, so a little ways to go before that Radiance.
Man,
you can't have...
It's still, though, it's taking some time. It's a slow build-up right now, but...
slow burn.
Yep, exactly. There you go. And just Virtus Pro, you know, they can play with the time, though. They can afford to lose a bit, but the nice thing that Danish Bears have going for them is that, you know, even surprising to me is just they've already swept through all of the outer towers of Virtus Pro, and even taking the time to drop down these very committed deep wards. They're not planning on drawing this one out much longer. They are going to be looking for a clinch setup here soon. I mean, the ideal case would be finding a superior pickoff like they found on G in the bottom lane, outside the base, and then sweep forward to go for, you know, more high ground objectives. But
yeah,
you can tell
pedal to the metal Dota.
They want to go.
They just want to be non-stop fighting. Get this Aghanim Scepter up on ping.
Yeah, for
themselves
sure.
Into that Aegis, slap that thing up on top of Ace, and head into that high ground.
Yep.
See, yeah, he does go for the blink. So it was like Greaves or blink here from Joe, but they do need that first like AoE initiation combo up with the Aghanim Scepter when it comes up, and it all just skill. If only that blink was here. Courier, hurry up.
God, and if only for Virtus Pro's sake, if they had that Agnum's done on Dioku. He's so close right now. He's like 5th freaking gold away, and it's nighttime, and if he had that extra bit of vision, he might have been able to see the Danish Bears approach in the mid lane and where they were. Danish Bears, you know, for their sake, if they can make a fight happen before the Agnums comes together, it would be very nice. But it's also in that scary territory of the game where he might need to consider reserving for a buyback. So nope, he commits. He wants the eggs, and now they got it. So
they
yeah, I mean, it's
holding on the courier too. Kind of interesting. FNG had bought it for a while, but they were just on it.
And they're gonna give it to him now. Oh god, the radar is now out. So here come the map packs, but the fight is about to begin, and the roll's gonna be there. Noya though is gonna be stunned up and sent right back a packing. And Virtus Pro trying to make their way back into the choke point of their front door. No Fear frantically rolling Boulder back into the base, will make it out with his life. But the sharks are in the water right now, Modpacks, and they smell blood at the top lane. Aloha Dan's bear blood. Oh man, he's quick to TP out.
Yeah, still a pretty hard hero to grab, and there is our Radiance. So we can smoke up, group up, VP. This is like their big spike for the first time, really. Good use of their exorcism.
All right.
Counter initiation plays look like from Hestejo. Gonna be a little bit cautious about the burn. They come under the Radiant Vidge, not spotting out that smoke.
Okay.
Perhaps that'll be enough.
You need to take this situation and make the most out of it here.
Ward. Did they Iron Talon it?
Guess so.
Oh, won't be enough to give them away, it seems.
Virtus Pro, they're beelining it. Hestejo could be the first one picked off, and that's not good. Right into a static storm. There's going to be no wall, no vacuum for this fight. Noya wants to keep going. He charges in, and then they try to make the call to withdraw. But Ace is also already half committed into the fight, and now he's the man left behind with 5, and he goes down. Disaster for Danish Bears. This will lead now to a swift roach for Virtus Pro. And the ball will be in their court, Modpacks. I mean, even with the given bit of intel, Virtus Pro managed to come out on top.
And now the question kind of becomes like, how are we going to try to fight into this? Want to contest at the tower? Are we hoping that they're going to start without Static Storm? Smoke play of our own? How many do they even have left? It just seems many this game.
Yeah, they really pretty free with it, but they got one more to go. And I don't know, at that point it begins to feel like one of those do or die smokes already. And it's only 21 minutes into this game. But this Lone Druid is going to get that much bigger and better as time goes on. And the siege potential for Virtus Pro also gets scarier. I mean, they've already hit a huge stride once they got that Agnum's done on Yoku now. So here they come. It doesn't seem like they're going to be holding off too much. They already have a Hitman squad here between Yoku and No Fear. And they're going to go on to a little expedition and see if they can kind of gather any extra intelligence on the Danish Bear side.
Yeah, just such a draft from Bears right now. They can't afford to let another thing slip.
Yeah.
This Agnum's was high ground item. The most common thing, really, right? Like this early in the game, unless you're almost back foot, it almost would be like the item choice where you want to be spamming spells from your own high ground, but you want to get up there. They need Hestejo to get these plays. The one done. Glorious vacuums.
Yeah. You know, as mentioned in the draft, this isn't like your Starladder where you can like casually move it with a crush and move back and reset. Ace though caught under that. There's a vacuum wall. They will bump him back, but the stun strike will help follow it up, and No Fear goes right into the magnetize, and they try their best to defuse the situation. He goes into Yule, Spirit Siphon, and Hestejo will be down. A 1-for-1 trade. Ace also magnetizes hit, and No Fear with a double. I mean, there is the setup for Danish Bears, Modpacks, but it also works to the benefit of, well, Virtus Pro. They get off a great magnetize and are able to reevaluate the situation and work it to their better. It turns into a 2-for-1. Another notch on the peg. Danish Bears, not a low blow they can afford.
It's just kind of the issue. Except over. Like, what a fantastic setup. Everything you're looking for, but there's a reason why it's testing high ground that you see it, because he has no blow for himself. Like, he can't get in position. He's a little bit further ahead with his speed. Spots them out, and yeah, it sets up a great blink, but there's no meatball. Like, imagine a meatball there. I don't think they can get that faster damage, because once the heat start coming out on the side of VP, there was just
tower is under attack.
And then the tank there, and they all just healed back up.
Yeah.
Getting FNG despite 3 being so low.
Yeah. Okay. Jules, big stun for Noya. Rise to silence. I mean, Virtus Pro covering all bases very nicely here. And they're going to get Noya down. So, The Spirit Bear, your front liner, quickly taking care of Ace, your other tanky target. Using that swift move speed to get the hell out and away from some ghosts. Makes it back under the tower to safety here. And Virtus Pro just do a bit of a reset play, shifting off the sleeps to avoid any sort of sunstrike damage. And Danish Bears still with their backs against the walls in this one. They will have a new wall or a new combo here. But Virtus Pro still continue to get all they want. Aloha Dance still holds the Aegis, so they can still continue to kind of, be the assertive ones. Maybe with Exorcism being down, it might kind of force them to stall a little bit, but I'm sure they're feeling very confident at this point in the game that they can take fights.
Yeah, it's going to be window timings right now for the side of Danish Bears, and they have 2 to work around. Well, more like 3 at the current moment. It's going to be Exorcism, it's going to be that Aegis that's up, and then a day and night cycle. So they have the charge, so it does help you try and pick these fights. Try and get one when you want, but they have to be so precise. Trying to get in between all these various things that big advantages out of the side of VP. All the meanwhile, you have to be contesting lanes that this race fair is pushing out, right? Try and keep control.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is that for Virtus Pro, like they just hit so many, as I said before, strides and big windows for themselves when they get the Radiants together, when they get the Agnums on the Night Stalker. Their game just becomes so much easier. And you can't help but feel like for Danish Bears, like that window of opportunity where they could have taken advantage before Virtus Pro got these big items, like it might have just came and went. Yeah, there is still hopeful moments here. Don't get me wrong, Danish Bears have that kind of lineup. We've already seen the potential for the Wombo combo factor. A high ground vacuum wall set up, an Invoker combo flying out with the Ags. There is potential, but it is not going to get easy. And I'm sure Virtus Pro are preparing and itemizing in a sense that, they can be ready for
that just got better though. I think they did pick up that Blink Dagger. Understanding what happened in that last fight, they're gonna be up there. They're gonna be able to help out Hester, just make sure these fools actually go down on the side of VP, healing back up. Set something up here, but
yeah, they have high ground. They're gonna find Ace right here, and they drop a stag from beautifully right on top of both of them. They look to get the hell out of there, but there's a beautiful silent follow-up, no fear. And before they get the finish for Ace, there's going to be a huge vacuum wall set up. Penguin gets the dominating kill, taking down FNG, but they've already lost 2. Back down and below, Rise running away from the Aloha Dance Bear, who's not able to get the attack in. Now it will, but there's a Glimmer Cape. Rolling back and away, no fear, very low on life. The wall illusions just doing so much, but not going to be able to get the finish. Sunstrike also going to be off the mark. Virtus Pro step back and away. So it's a good fight for Virtus Pro. It could have been a lot worse for Danish Bears given the position, but they will get Ace at the end of the day, and it just makes things go a little bit nicer for Virtus Pro.
Yeah, one of those kicks coming through.
Yeah.
Hitting onto the Bane, and then Darkseer right in the backline, stopping the counter initiation. Like, you had 5 heroes right here from VP. The Stag Storm was there, but there was certainly like this moment where Hester was looking for his big play, but that one kick.
Yeah, don't mind this stone, just happens to be flying through. It doesn't matter how fast or slow it is now. When you're in choke points like that and you can kind of recognize where backliners may be, just line up the shot like billiards and just whoop, right down the hole. And maybe to your convenience, you might even catch someone who's trying to blink into the fight. And next thing you know, you kind of just change the gears of the game altogether, and certainly in that fight. So here we are, 20-20 on kill score, but I can, if you don't follow Dota, the score doesn't really tell the tale of the whole game. Things are getting back even and looking a bit better as they begin to rise now for Virtus Pro. But when you look at the big story, it's the XP. My God, 10k of an XP boost right now for Virtus Pro. The advantage in the extra levels, you're seeing a level 11 on the Disruptor, Yoku level 13 on his Night Stalker, and even No Fear. I mean, level 2 Magnetize is going to be doing so much work in these fights.
Yeah, and then Vision, of course, the biggest factor in the game to these 3-minute plus mark. Every team fights, and I'm having this Night Stalker. I mean, they come in, they place this ward right here, and one sentry gets used up the flag ground here. They get one of Virtus Pro's wards, but then they drop the other one here, and that's just, that's it. Like, when's the next time you're going to be sent? So, a lot of knowledge to work with side of VP, understanding where Penguin Check's moving. They're going to see Hester Joe as well. Very good ideas about what actually up to on the side of Danish Bears, so allowing them to group and maybe try and decide what objectives to go for.
But the question will be, can they decide on what they want and push for those objectives before Virtus Pro strike themselves? I mean, they seem to be already formulating some sort of game plan down this mid lane. And we'll have to see if Danish Bears are going to have to pull out from their business there in the bottom lane to pull out a response right now. And they may have to. The sieging begins, and you know that when you're going against a lone druid, his capabilities at demolishing towers is just more significant than what you'll see anywhere else in Dota. So if Danish Bears need to do something, it needs to happen fast. And it looks like they'll have to sacrifice these outer towers a bit and just kind of wait at the mercy of Virtus Pro. I mean, they just keep these outliners here, but like, nope, you're waiting in the wing, and we'll see. As you see, okay, Stack Storm not going to be too effective as they charge right on through it. Danish Bears will way on the outskirts now, and Virtus Pro may be forced back at this point. Nofi already commits his magnetized, so they might kind of, be forced in position of making the most out of it. Good kick forward, will stun Ace, and Ace now will be taken apart by G, and now Danish Bears are going to be on the back foot, hustling back to base. Not going to be happening there for Heston Joe, so he goes down, and now Virtus Pro are not going to be worrying about any sort of high ground defense from Danish Bears. They're just going to make their move in. As this is already out, Tier 3's in trouble, Montax. This is bad for Danish Bears. This could be a swift 2-game series in the spring.
That's just like play right there. I mean, the Stack Storm, yeah, kind of whips there, but it zones out the fight enough that he understands from no fear that they're going to have to blink. So he just slaps the magnetize on them. Darkseer can't have the Spirit Breaker, Invoker can't do it. It's a new Blink Dagger, and you're just sitting on 4k gold of nothing between the two heroes. And it's brain like they were losing G in the backline. He was extremely low just from Noya going in.
Oh, Noya charges in, and he's stuck on the other side of a convenient kinetic field that was played out by FNG. And that hands into another feed over. This is going to be a huge swell. That is a mighty drop right there. Virtus Pro will just take so much away. And Danish Bears, it's starting to think about do or die right now. You got to think about what you're going to be doing to kind of pull this one back. They don't have the Ember Spirit this time. There's no like Golden Glory, Rapier, Ember comeback plays in this game. Hell no. So, I don't know, Moppax. We gotta begin the theory craft here. What Danish Bears might be thinking at this point in the game.
No, it's got to be that wombo combo, right?
Yeah.
Been checking all his spells, start warming up his fingers here.
Yeah, for sure. Hope to God that at the end of this game you're going to be on a Noob from UA video or something.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, right? Other than that, like, there's some charge through plays and everything, but sit there and live, survive, damn it. Going into that BKB. Standing on the outskirts of these wombo combos provided by Heston Joe, but they've got the BKB up onto G. You get 10 full seconds of seed power. That's damn terrifying itself.
Really is. Really is. Scan out, I believe from the Bears here. No, that was actually from VP. I guess they were scanning to see if maybe there was a smoke movement from the Danish Bears. They think there's a smoke happening right now. So they're waiting. Or they might be looking to smoke themselves. Oh, a DD room.
Oh wow,
That's
they're gonna find this Roche at almost the perfect time. Oh, here, backs himself out. I mean, there wasn't much time left,
and, oh, that's nice. That's convenient. Low dance will move in, and while the Yoku combo moves out here. Uh-oh, they spotted Rise. Silence, Crit, Force. He's done for sure. Bane will go down, and he will not be involved. And oh god, Danish Bears, they're going to be throwing themselves into what could be the final fight of this game here. Jump in commitment. Noya already going to be shredded apart by G. Ace now stunned up. This will just lead to Virtus Pro taking the win in the fight with a triple kill on G. Lead to the Roche.
Like forever, not like 80 cents. You understand why they need a test, but fighting out here is not going to be helping Darkseer. You know, it's the heroes, it goes to be opportunity, but there's just no hold, there's no control to keep them inside this meatball and everything else. Can't get any other big wombo combos going. The fight they need is either in the pit or on the high ground, and VP just flat out aren't giving it. So, what do you do at that point?
Well,
Make
now
desperation plays that don't work.
Yeah. Danish Bears will just make the most of the position that they're put in. Split push, stall out, keep Virtus Pro back in their base, dealing with the basics here of keeping the lanes out from their high ground. But Danish Bears have Got to think about what is going to be next for them here. Do they have a smoke? Yes, they do. Rise is holding it here, and this might be the one and only smoke for them to stay alive here. Virtus Pro with a win in this game. They will have a 2-0 shutout in this best of 3, and they will be facing Vega tomorrow in a best of 5. Winner of that series, of course, qualifies and goes out to the LAN for the Starladder I-League Season 2. Woo. Tried to make a move, but Ace, he's way too fast. Come on, Max. He is fast, fast, fast. Even if you got your Yule's phase boots, Death Prophet, it's not good enough.
Just a little bit slippery. He's starting to pressure tier 2 while the other 3 heroes up top. Gotta love. And we have for the run back here. We got FG TP for a glimpse. Yeah, he'll start out here. Respect. Yo, if I get a good glimpse, guys. Yo, I got this guy. He's not going anywhere.
Yep. Thunderstrike already will provide. Oh, he misclicked it. He misclicked it on the Fort Spirit. That's unfortunate. And now he's actually going to get body bumped. FNG is dead. 53 seconds, no buyback. Now they're going to look for more. Nofir could be in trouble. He's forced to magnetize. Oh my god. But then Aloha Dance moves in for Penguin check, and he just gets gobbled up. Penguin will get the kill, finishing off Nofir. Penguin lives. Help with the Glimmer, and oh, quick blink. Yoku bops him in the face though with a void, and we'll be able to finish him off. Rise misses the way. Lucky there that there's going to be no root. And well, a little bit of work from Danish Bears, but they're not able to get to tier 3. They lose their Invoker, and they're only able to take a couple of supports. I mean, yes, the net worth advantage from Virtus Pro will allow Danish Bears to get some money their way, but you know, these are like do or die situations for Danish Bears, and that was not enough to get them back into winning contention right now, and it might not get any easier. G has spotted Ace, and well, I forget that Ace is so frickin' fast. Oh, okay, here we go. Run back for the Bears. They're looking to make a return fire for G. He is a little far from home, but now comes Aloha Dance. A good sleep on the Bear, and Aloha Dance will trigger off the sleep. Nice Yule's catch for Noya. There's the silence, so he can't charge away. They're going to try to help their Danish brethren, but can't. He gets swooped on up. The Exorcism takes him down, and now G ascends into the high ground, and they're going to be going for their second set of racks.
Well, at the very least, they eliminated the Exorcism through that one fight in the cliff, but still, not exactly a favorite decision.
Ace will go in and try to suck up some of the damage there for G. But Joe is getting hit. He can't blink in. He can't set up a wall. He can't do anything. And there it is. There's the vacuum wall. Pull back. Elko already set his combo though. They're trying to go for G, but he gets help of the Lotus Orb. Sunstrike. No, he's going to be able to race away from the trouble. Still healing up. Still good. He'll just nurse the hell of that Aegis as long as he can. This is not good for Bears. Committing so much they can't even get that first life. I think this might be their last dying breath of a fight right now. Return from the dead. Noya charges in quickly to be silenced up. Now Spirit Siphon's out. G self-fuels to suck up the damage. And now a Magnetize will roll forward from Nofir. Virtus Pro bulldoze their way into the Bear Cave. Get their tier 3. And still continue to have G just be the sieging unit while he's got that Aegis here, and they can't stop that Death Prophet, man. They'll end up taking down the Bane. But here comes Ace, healed up from the fountain, moving in, sucking up the damage, and racing back once more. Pops up the new Vortex. There's a vacuum, there's a combo coming out. Is it going to be good enough? Oh, it doesn't look like it. Aloha Dance still ends up walking with another. Gets a double, Yoku gets the Mega. And with that, it looks like they'll finally be able to move in, and they, yeah, at the end of the day, the raid boss still lives with just its first life. They couldn't even take the Death Prophet down. Danish Bears will drop this series to Virtus Pro 0-2. Props to Virtus Pro with this win. They will now face Vega in the grand final.
I mean, you see why that ban came up in there with the clean. Thinking, all right, they have no nukes. Like, they have no way that they can actually try and finish off this deck. Yeah, they can